Plainville Board of Selectmen Chairman Jeff Johnson and Town Administrator Jennifer Thompson joined me for a virtual television special on Thursday. The majority of the news was good during these difficult times. The fire department saluting residents, a Plainville company donating disinfectant, and residents now able to drop off brush and yard waste at the town's recycling center.
This is an opening of the recycling center only for brush and yard waste. Your normal recycling that people would bring is not allowed, and we're not taking it. We are going to be monitoring how many cars are in the lot at a certain time and setting up areas, setting up cones and guidance so that you can only have 5 cars dumping at any one time to maintain appropriate distances. But in general, your brush and yard waste can be brought back. We're going to see how this goes this weekend and evaluate continuing it for future weekends. But there was, we made a decision, I think a good one, to close the recycling center as part of our initial closures back a few months ago. I just think we had gotten plenty of feedback from residents who, as you say, have caught up on their yard work ahead of time and now need a place to put it. And for people with big yards, it's not as big a problem, but for people downtown who can't burn downtown, this was an issue. So I'm grateful to the Board of Health and our health agent for coming up with a compromise that lets some of our residents take advantage of that in a safe manner.
I picked up the Sun Chronicle one day, and I saw that a Plainville business had donated disinfectant cleaner. I'm not sure if it was the stuff you put on your hands or the stuff you actually clean with, but the line was so long they actually had to start doing so. Well, let's give that business a plug if we can.
Go ahead, Jen.
Oh, sure. So it's Glove Cleaners, which is a company in Plainville, as you mentioned. They had reached out to us through our police department and just wanted to give back to the community. They also gave back to Rentham residents as well. So we combined and did it at our old public safety building. And, Jeff will tell you, he was there. The response was incredible. And, I have to say thank you not only to the company, but to the police department, because they moved people in and out of there very quickly. So even though we had a big volume, the line moved very quickly. It was very efficient. People were thrilled with it. Also, the selectmen had organized bringing up some of those disinfectants up to the housing authority, to our senior housing. We had also arranged ahead of time to send home that disinfectant with our Meals on Wheels deliveries in town. So just trying to get it to as many people as we could. But it was just another wonderful example of a Plainville business and people in Plainville giving back. It was remarkable.
How were people made aware of it in advance?
It happened very quickly, but we were able to send out an email blast and social media, Facebook, etc., get the word out, and they gave away over 2,000 bottles of cleaner. It was amazing, and as Jen indicated, we were able to save enough to cover all of our senior housing in both towns and provide for the senior center, people that maybe couldn't get out or get out in time for that kind of short notice event. But it was impressively handled, and big kudos to the police department for the handling of it. But again, a huge thank you to Glove Cleaners and Safety Products. They're incredibly generous to us.
That is incredible. And yet you think of the value of something like that, especially during these times. I was over at North Attleboro Town Hall a little bit earlier today, and I pulled in and I kind of a U-turn to park along the side of the street. This car followed me, and I'm thinking to myself, what is this person doing? It is someone I know. They rolled down the window and they said, "Are you here for Adam's birthday parade?" I said, "No, I'm not. I don't know Adam. I'm actually conducting business in town hall." Fire departments have stepped up. I know there was a fire department parade in Plainville recently.
So yeah, this past Sunday, the fire department did a full parade throughout town. They went and all of our apparatus was out, and they went through every neighborhood that they could, every road that they were able to safely get down and be able to come back through. And again, I'll let Selectman Johnson speak to this a little bit, but the response that I've received and we've received as a town has just been overwhelming. People felt it was such a wonderful gesture. You know, they had signs on the truck saying, "We're here for you." And, you know, not just the children, I think everyone in the town was so happy to see them. And it was, again, just one of those examples of how things work in Plainville and what people do and how the community comes together. And the other part that happened that same day was the food drive. So they kind of tacked on to the parade and helped pick up donations for the food pantry, which was in dire need. And if folks haven't seen it, there's some really good pictures online where you can see the before and after of all the stuff that was donated to the food pantry that same day. And again, just another remarkable example of the people of Plainville and the town coming together.